inspire and motivate the interview. Our guest today is.
I'm Elsabel Yemane. I'm here to introduce to you my brand Bahri.
So, firstly, we would like to know who you was before you became
I am 33. I started off as a model when I was 16. I was actually scouted in Topshop, and I started modelling as a commercial model. I did that for about 10 years. So before Bahri, I was a model, but then I soon went into entrepreneurship, where I opened my first salon in Edgware Road at 25. I had that for a few years, and I soon after randomly started producing and directing music videos for like Afrobeats. And then I got pregnant. So I stopped everything. I haven't worked for like 4 or 5 years before the idea for Bahri came.
So, 16, you were scouted out to become a model. How did you find that lifestyle? What was that like?
This is hard because I don't want to discourage aspiring models, but
Was you an aspiring model at the time?
I wasn't, but I was literally just in Topshop shopping. I had like my All-Stars on, jeans, like just a normal 16-year-old, like just whatever. And the scout approached me on the way out. I remember actually I was wearing this pink graphic t-shirt with like loads of beads, like really Camden Town looking. And he said, do you want to be a model? And I was like, what's modelling? Like I didn't get it. At that time I was working on a clothing store actually in Church Street Market. And also as a Saturday girl in a hair salon. So to your question, modelling for me, after 10 years of modelling, it's cool, you get to travel the world, you know, it brought a lot of, inspired a lot of creativity in me for what I'm doing now. But I find it a bit brain numbing, to be honest. It's just like, I can't stand there and just like pose for 8 hours. I need to bring ideas to life. I'm a creative. So modelling is good if that's, you know, but for me personally, I can't be a full-time model. I need to be more involved in bringing ideas to life.
Yeah. So being a model at the time, that creative mindset, did that kind of inspire you to actually move on to that type of industry, the creative kind of industry?
Yeah, well, as I said, I was a Saturday girl. So funny enough, as soon as my first actual business after modelling was a hair salon in Edgware Road. And then I went into the creative arena with producing and directing music videos. I also had like little projects, say, with Eritrea Top Model. I put together a documentary for aspiring Eritrean models. We put them through like catwalk training, castings, and mentored them. And then I had a finale event with Shakarina and Dow at TK. And then had a calendar for our 25th independence. So I think after I kind of started, you know, figuring out what I wanted to do, it was easier, but I learned a lot from being on set as a model, definitely.
Okay. So from modelling, you moved on to...
I had my salon and then music videos,
Yeah.
But before that I had Eritrea Top Model. So I was always kind of involved in our community.
From the experience of becoming a model and having an entrepreneurship, what decided you to start this Bahri range, this
Okay.
you call it a lifestyle, right?
Yeah, it started off as a beachwear and accessories brand, and it's moving on now to a fashion and lifestyle brand. I went on my first baby-free trip. I said this on my first last event actually, where I was at Nikki Beach, and I was looking for African-inspired swimsuits, and all I could find was like West African, Moroccan. Then I thought, wait a minute, why? You know, our Idiot's quite beautiful, isn't it? So it'll be. It just came, and I ran with it.
How difficult was it to get to this stage?
Really difficult. From sketching to developing my first samples was a year and a half.
So that creative process, like the sketching, like I see the sewing machine over there. So how did you, like, where did you learn these creative process?
I didn't. I have ideas,
Yeah.
and I put them to paper, and I try to explain them to professionals. So it's like trial and error, really.
Yeah. And how many times did you trial and error?
Oh my God, a year and a half. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like I've spent most of my startup budget on sampling because I was very specific. It took me 5 months just to even find the fabric. I had to fly to Paris for the hugest exhibition, Premier Vision, I think it's called. So yeah, it was all trial and error really.
Trial and error. You know, people say no. Did you get a lot of like people saying no?
Oh
no,
my
no?
God, I get it all the time. I get it all the time. And it's funny because I posted recently on my Instagram that 2 months ago I don't usually get emails to my website. It goes directly to my Gmail, but it came through the contact box on the website, and it was from Condé Nast. And to think it was British Vogue basically. British Vogue found me and contacted me, and after all these people that had been saying no to me, the beast of publications found me on Instagram. So people can say no, but you just keep going, and then if you have something somebody wants, they're going to find you.
So what motivates you? I mean, you get these no's, and then what was the motivation that kept you going?
I'm just really persistent. I label myself as relentless. I don't give up. If I have an idea, it's going to come to life, no matter what.
So
I think.
It's just.
Yeah, I get really anxious if I don't complete a task or project. I have to complete it. I don't sleep. I don't.
So what motivates you? What inspires you?
What inspires me?
It could be with your branding. It could be like in general, just what.
I think just the
inspires you?
belief in my ideas. And then maybe like my son, I want to take him back home. I want to have a different chapter in my life. So maybe working towards that, but that's monetary. But just passion-wise, it's just having an idea that I'm so crazy about that it's going to have to come to life.
Is there anyone that inspires you when you look at fashion or even family? Or
Rihanna is my fashion god. Yeah, I think she's a goat.
What inspires you about her?
I just think it's just crazy how she can pull off any like genre of fashion. Like she can be cool and street, chic, feminine, like out of the box. She just pulls off anything. Like I saw a meme recently where it was a model wearing this crazy outfit. I think it was purple with loads of frills, and it just looks just crap. And then Rihanna wore it. Like, how would Rihanna think that's going to look good? And on her, it just looked different. Yeah. So Rihanna, I think is my fashion girl. But I would like to say Tiffany Haddish also inspires me, because I saw a YouTube interview of her recently, and she says she wants to develop the film industry back home, like the cinemas. I think Cinema Roma, was it? So I found that really admirable.
And you mentioned your son. But how do you deal with that? How do you deal with the work-life balance?
Mate, I have no idea how I do it. I take him to school, come back, I've got emails, phone calls, sometimes I've got meetings, I've got to the studio. It's mad. Luckily, oh my God, we have to big up my family, Winter, Helen, my sisters, and my mum, Mama Kidan. Honestly, if it wasn't for them, like sometimes I've got to go to meetings and ask Helen to pick him up randomly, and so I don't know. I feel guilty a lot, if I'm honest, because after school, I'll make his dinner, and then I'm back on the emails. I'm like, yeah, whatever you want to do. Yeah. What you want, chocolate? Yeah. I'm just literally like in the zone. But it's hard.
They help out. They see your vision. They see your creativity. They know who you are, obviously. So they are also a big inspiration in the sense that they give you. They're big motivation as well as helping you. So you can explain to us how your day-to-day structure is. How do you deal with it? How do you?
I think I'm really crazy with notes. Like I have a to-do list every day. I had a to-do list for this. Like honestly, and I get a lot of satisfaction from ticking. So I always have a to-do list every day. If it's there and it's not on paper, I get really anxious. So I schedule myself with my to-do list basically. Down to the littlest minute, even if it's one email I need to send, it's there. So I just go through it.
So you have a to-do list basically, and you just tick through
and
it.
structure it, yeah. So school hours, I know what I can do. When my son's at school, this is what I can do. When he's in bed, this is what I can do. Weekends, if I can get my family to babysit, you know.
Is there anything that you want to talk about on your personal life through the journey into Bahri?
Oh, that's interesting. I've been kind of wanting to brand myself as a mompreneur. So maybe if I could, would like to encourage mums, new mums, single mums who are entrepreneurial or creative, who want to work for themselves, bring their ideas to life. I would like to encourage them. Why not? Do it. Put your pen to paper, get your business models there, brainstorm.
Well described. As a mother, how would you encourage other mothers that are doing similar stuff, or maybe are thinking of doing something entrepreneurial?
Yeah, it's hard because it's hard because I've done everything myself. I'm a one-man band, but I would say if you can, try to work with people, collaborate. You know, don't be nervous or shy to ask someone for help. You know, take them out for breakfast meeting, brunch, whatever. But initially have what you want to do set. I create PDFs like there's no tomorrow. Whenever I have an idea, like I sent you guys a treatment for my next video, like I want people to understand what I'm saying. I can't say it to you on WhatsApp or a phone call. This is what I want to do. Like, just make sure you know exactly what you want to do. Read up on marketing, read up on business planning, business models, read up on PR, you know, just have your idea set on paper and then think of what segments, what avenues, who am I sending it to get to the end goal.
So plenty of research.
Oh my God, yeah. It took me 5 months to find fabric. So you have to hit it. You have to like be really patient and just be prepared. Like life's a wave and you're not going to have a smooth ride or whatever you do.
We kind of did get into how Bahri started, but if you want to elaborate on how did how did that adventure begin? How did you come up with the whole concept? It's because it's such a niche market. It's such a just in a sense the naming of it, the brand naming of it. How did this all?
It was actually first called Elsabel London, but I changed that. Bahri means the sea, obviously in our language, and also in Arabic, I think. Bahri. There's a Bahri bar in Dubai actually, and a Bahri watch brand in Monaco. But so yes, I was away in Atlantic Beach, and I was looking for swimsuits, and I really wanted an African-inspired swimsuit, and I found Ghanaian, Nigerian, Moroccan, and that's when it sparked. Imagine having Zuria-inspired swimsuits with the idiots, you know.
So the name you just called it Bahri, just.
It was called Elsabel London. My first business plan was Elsabel London. I got a business loan from Startup Direct, and it was Elsabel London. I changed it later because I just thought it was cool, you know. Bahri means the sea. It's a beachwear brand.
Other people watch, like when they're watching this and they want to know about, how did you start this up? How easy was it to start up and like?
Don't even think that.
If
you follow Nipsey Hussle, you know, like his slogan is marathon. Yeah. If you think things are easy, just stay out of it. Don't get involved. There's nothing easy. Yeah. A year and a half to develop 19-piece collection, and I'm not a designer by trade. You know, I'm just a creative. Like I have no idea about zigzag stitch or, you know, random things that factories say to me. I have no idea. I'm just learning as I go along, trial and error. But if you want an easy one, it's all quick, get rich quick scheme and all that. I'm not money driven. I'm not trying to get rich and have a huge. I don't care about all of that. I want to bring my ideas to life. I want to move back home. I want to create jobs for our people. I want to promote our culture. Like when I get the money, I'll be open orphanages and. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. I can't think of anything that's easy. Yeah.
The whole branding. Do you want to extend it out to different markets or different product ranges?
Well, I've just changed my editorial for Vogue. So my British Vogue feature is going to be throughout 3 spring issues, and it started off saying Bahri beachwear and accessories brand, but now it's fashion and lifestyle. So I launched with Bahri Swim, but I definitely want to go into Bahri Out, which is outerwear. But I'm thinking casual chic, cool things. But definitely I produce entire music videos. So the lifestyle is events, film. I've got this thing called Triple F, so fashion, film, food, events. So yeah, I want to branch out. I want to be an umbrella of entertainment, fashion, lifestyle. Yeah.
Okay. That's Bahri is an innovative brand. Was you inspired by the Eritrean clothing, the Zoria?
Oh my God, I love our culture. I love our food. I love our music. I love our clothes. Like, everything I do is always inspired by Eritrean culture. From my first documentary, Photos Model, the calendar, food. We had a food business. Definitely. I don't think I could do anything that's not inspired by our culture. I don't have any, it doesn't fulfill me if it's not, because I'm so proud. I just love it. Like I listen to, I know when you guys came, I listened to our music. So Bahri is definitely inspired by Eritrean fashion. I think the only other brand that has Eritrean inspired swimsuits, it might be Leah Kabedi. She has weavers in Addis Ababa that make her dresses, but then she's also got a swim range, but it's not actual. Mine has a modern layout to the idiot, so the idiot is usually there, but I use jewel studs, but my jewel studs are identical to our worki, and I'm the only person that has these studs.
So you've modernized the traditional Eritrean clothing. To those that don't know what the idiot is, how would you explain it to them?
Okay, so I've modernised it by using embroiderers local in London. So this is an example of an idiot that's made by Bahri. I got an inspiration from this pattern, I think online, and I had to draw it, create a vector file, it was whatever. And then I had to, I had the embroidery company make it into a choker. It's very difficult to create this on stretch. Obviously I've got swimwear, but an authentic idiot is, I got this from the markets of Addis Ababa. This is a authentic idiot trim. As you can see, it's stunning. It's got like foil, gold foil thread. It's really elaborate. But I don't think, I mean, there's quite a few brands on Instagram that have, or online, that have patterns or idiots on their fashion pieces, but I think I'm the only one with swimwear that uses an idiot layout with another material. So I use studs. My first collection is called Worki, and the studs are identical to our Workis, but in gold.
What was difficult? What was the difficult thing about building a brand from scratch?
Not having experience in that industry. So designing, sampling, you know, cutting and sewing, like creating a swimsuit, especially dealing with stretch fabric, is so difficult. In London, there's not that many factories or studios that work with stretch fabric. There's different machines, it's just a whole drama. So the most difficult thing is not having, as I said earlier, the trial and error. You have to keep trial and erroring, and that costs money, it costs time, it costs grey hairs. Like there's so many late nights I've been on the floor, like just trying to make it happen, you know. But if you believe in it, why give up?
So you believe in it. Do you have a team? Do you have a team where they?
I'm working with about 9 different suppliers, studios and factories in 3 different continents. My swimsuit fabric comes from Italy. It's actually made in a mill. It takes about 5 weeks. My cover-ups come from Hong Kong. The swimsuits are sewed in London. My studs come from America. My trims come from Addis Ababa. So yeah, I work with a lot of people, but they're outsourced. I don't have an in-house team. I'm a one-man band.
So it's Eritrean inspired. You've modernized it. Is there a way that you would want the material to become like 100% from Eritrea?
Oh my
Eritrean?
God, that's my goal.
How do you do that? How do you?
That's my goal. Like my goal is to have Made in Asmara on every label. Right now it's Bahri and whatever, made in Hong Kong. I want Made in Asmara. That's what I'm working for, and that's not just for me to be big. That's for me my satisfaction would be from knowing that I have a factory creating jobs back home, inspiring other people to move back home. Recently, I was going to say to you guys that Ghana created a campaign called the Year of Return, and today they've had over 1 million Africans in America, African Americans, relocate back home because of the way Ghana have been promoting it for PR marketing, to show them that, you know, what you see there is not, we're not slums, we're not primitive. You know, we've got skyscrapers, we've got cities, you know, we've got work, you know, we've got an economy. So I would love to be, if I could have an ultimate end goal, is my legacy would be to be like one of the first pioneers of inviting or inspiring, people to move back home to Adina, to Eritrea, and come with your expertise, come with your skills. Let's boost that economy. Who's happy in the West?
So with that message, do you find it difficult? Do you get like some sort of backlash? Do you get backlash from?
Oh my God. The backlash I have would have been enough to have made me give up a long time ago. The backlash I've had has been so depressing, it's been so discouraging, it's been so cruel, it's been so like bizarre, illogical, actually. I'm going to be honest. I don't dabble with politics. I don't have any knowledge to even dabble with it. I am all about I'm all about promoting our culture through fashion, for entertainment, through videos, through events, through food, you know. And all the backlash I've got is just trying to stop me from doing any of that, because the mindsets that have been sending me the, you know, I wouldn't call it hate mail, but you know, the DMs that you get.
And so from the inspiration from your actual clothing line, is it just the way you produce your clothing, that type of backlash you're getting from because of the design?
I've got backlash from the design because they believe that it's a dingbat in graphic terms at the bottom. You know, when you get at the bottom of the zodiac, it's a dingbat. 4 diamonds together, it creates a dingbat, but it's a cross. I'm sure I can respect that, but it's not in a disrespectful area. My sister actually said, she's like, just to reply to me, Buzura gana tak tembus. Is she gonna swim with Zuria? like you went, and she was like, Zuria gana come with guy like, you know, you go to weddings and parties in Zuria. So yeah, I've got backlash for the design. I've got backlash personally with me promoting my stuff, say in a festival, or you know, with the flag. You know, it's just the name Bahri has been criticised. Why are you calling your brand Bahri when we have, you know? I don't want to get negative, but you get where I'm going.
Yeah. So how do you overcome that? What's your train of thought? How do you?
Well, it discourages you. For a minute, you're like, oh my God, what on earth? Oh, mate. But after that, then when it's a new day, I'm back to my to-do list. You can't stop me. I know in my heart I'm not doing anything disrespectful. I'm not doing anything to, you know, I respect our culture.
Who's your target market?
And the international Habesha community. I know some people don't like that term, but Habesha, international, so Europe, UK obviously, North America mainly. I target North America and Europe mostly through ads. Most of my orders actually randomly go to places like Switzerland and like Seattle. Like I didn't expect that because I thought more London-based folks will be, because it's beachwear and it's not, you know, we don't have pool parties here and beaches.
What type of person should be an entrepreneur?
I believe you have to be driven, relentless, extremely focused, and passionate, obviously, and just believe in that your idea is, you know, it's for whichever market you want to pitch it to.
What advice would you give to someone starting their own business?
Believe, again,
Yeah.
and be organised. I would say to be very focused, to believe in your idea, do some research. If your idea is something that you believe has a market for, then create your stepping stones, your avenues, your segments, how to get it to the people who are potentially interested in it. Refine, research. It's not an easy road. It's a marathon.
Is your brand an eco-friendly brand?
Eritrea was the first country, I believe, to ban plastic bags over 20 years ago. And one of the reasons why I have used eco-sustainable swim fabric, it's come all the way from Italy, it takes 5 weeks to produce in a mill in Italy, is because I have been a vegan for 7 years. So I'm really concerned about the planet, you know, what world we're leaving for, I'm a mum, for our children, what environment. So my brand is eco-sustainable in the swimsuit sector. Unfortunately, for the cover-ups, these are non-natural fabrics, but I would look to alter that for the next collection.
With fashion, how do you keep up with trends?
Simple, I don't follow trends at all. I'm classic, timeless, I don't follow trends.
So with Bahri, what is your core beliefs?
My core belief is bringing creativity to life and to use that creativity to embrace, promote our culture. And my core belief is to take all of my skills and knowledge back home to develop Mama Eritrea.
What are your goals for the future?
For the future, my goal is to take all my production from, at the moment I'm producing from Italy, Hong Kong and London. I want to move all production to get the Made in Asmara stamp, sorry, the Made in Asmara label. So my goal is to work back home and create jobs.
So what's your USP? What's your unique selling point?
I'm the first Eritrean inspired beachwear brand. I believe I'm the first Eritrean fashion and lifestyle brand. And yeah, I think I don't see any other beachwear swimsuits.
It wasn't easy to start with the Bahri brand because it's in a sense a business, a fashion business. So how long did it take to build your collection?
It took me just under 2 years from sketching to developing the first samples for the first collection. And it's reaching a year now actually since the first launch in June. But as I said earlier, I don't follow trends and I also don't follow the regular fashion calendar. So my season is not the mainstream season. So usually I have a spring, summer, but I just do when I can and when I feel like it's, I'm a freelancer, effectively. I built my collection from idea to paper, so I sketched. I'm not a professional illustrator. I don't have any experience with sketching, but I sketch literally. Like my logo was sketched on the back of a receipt, and I love my logo. The swimsuits I sketched, and then I just got I looked for mentors or advice on how to refine the sketches, and so from those final sketches, I took them to a factory. I started off with small studios in London, then I was sampling in Hong Kong, like all over the place really, and just went back and forth. Sampling took a long time, choosing the right fabrics, the construction, the thread, it's grueling. So yeah, it wasn't easy. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know what to say.
So we really love your creativity, your innovation. So the next question is, if Coco Chanel is to fashion, creativity, luxury, and liberation of women in fashion,
Wow.
who is Elsabel Yemane?
Wow. Do you know what I love? There's one thing that I love about Chanel is I read a story of how she came about the name for her perfume, and literally she had samples that were numbered, so 1 to, I don't know, 10 or whatever, and she loved the sample that was number 5, and she ended up calling it Coco Chanel number 5. I love the simplicity of that story. So with my legacy for beachwear wise, I will be the first Eritrean inspired beachwear brand, swimsuits.
And for people watching this, how would you, where can we find you?
You can find Bahri. Bahri launched online at bahri.shop and Instagram at Bahri Shop. And I've done in the first 6 months, I had about 10 pop-ups and events. So usually we do pop-ups and events, but I've launched my first actual in-house event, which is Bahri Brunch. It's a pop-up and day party concept hosted at 5-star boutique hotels in London. One day, hopefully, we can go to other cities, obviously Asmara, but yeah, everything's online right now, or in our pop-ups and events.
Is there anything you want to tell the people?
I love the slogan, FUBU, for us, by us.
Yo, I don't need a coach. I don't need advice.